up, everybody? How y'all doing? How your
Hello.
mom and them? Man, what an interesting week we had at Spring Wing or Windy Wing, Winter Wind Wing 2026. I think that's what it should be called because that was
I mean, it was
nuts.
only half winter.
It was there's Slade.
Hi, Slade.
Slade and his wife came, which I'm so grateful they came, but he had some motor problems, which we did get fixed, but
Poor Slade was cursed.
it was basically the end of the fly-in by the time we got it going, unfortunately, so he didn't get to fly, which really sucks. And
Judging by how the entire week went, it's probably a good thing.
yeah.
Because, yeah.
So what was it? Monday and Tuesday, I know, were really hot in the 90s, and the wind was
Very hot.
between 13 to 30 miles an hour all day long, nonstop.
All night long.
Yeah, and all night long too, and in the morning. So there was no calm of whatsoever. And then Wednesday came.
No, and just so y'all know, tents are very loud when it's windy like that.
Oh yeah, it was rattling. Who didn't put new TP on the roll? What's up, trash bag? Our tent felt like a trash bag, I'll tell you right now. So we end up, Slade brought his gigantic tent. I don't know what that thing is, like 15 by 30. It was huge. And somehow or another, the hand of God came down and picked his tent up out of all the other tents.
And just snatched it.
Bent it inside out. Broke a couple of the frame mounts. Just tore it up. And I was like, man, I don't understand, because our tent had been fine. My canopy, I knew I needed a new one, but I didn't replace it. We just went with that one, which it was holding up fine till about Wednesday. Because after Slade's tent got torn up, then the wind came after my canopy and just ripped it to shreds. So, was it the next day? I think Slade ended up going to Walmart. I was like, yeah, pick me up another canopy. I need 13 by 13. He got that, brought it back. I had it up about 2 hours and broke again. So I was like, man, what is going on with the wind? So Thursday morning, though, and this was way in, the broken canopies and stuff was like Friday or something, but Thursday morning was 5 mile an hour winds. It was a great time to fly. So that's the only time I was able to fly. And unfortunately, Slade got there at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and the wind had already picked up. We did get his paramotor patched to where he could fly it, but didn't get to fly. And it sucks because we've been there, 4 or 5 years now, and weather has never been like that, ever.
Not like that the whole time.
I think Slade brought it with him. He was like, you want a hurricane? I'll bring it up from Florida for you.
And Slade, you need to show Tammy, this is proof that I don't always look like a swamp troll. I don't know. I was driving home and looked in the mirror. My face was all swollen and wrinkled. I don't know what the hell happened. It was horrible.
John Wayne, I was going to say, I'm glad you didn't come to the fly-in because the weather really sucked. You literally, Thursday morning, like I said, was the only time you could fly, except for maybe Saturday evening and then Sunday most of the day. But at that point, we had already left.
Saturday evening, it was still drizzly and rainy, though.
Yeah, it was nasty outside. That weather sucked.
It was.
So
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was hot as hell. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it was that cold, misty, drizzly rain and windy as hell.
So just to give you guys an idea, my build camera been getting on my nerves. The color was wrong, so I switched to a microscope. And this is what the microscope looks like.
That's cool, Bill.
There we go.
You and John Wayne hanging out.
I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but yeah, it very small. This is the penny. You know, I got two pennies,
Oh,
and there's a
that's your
piece
new
of
toy that
wire.
you said you got?
Huh?
I
Yeah,
said that's the new toy
that
you
is the
said
new
you got.
toy. Here's some wire, and you can see it focuses in on that just fine, which I like that a lot. I like that. So I should be able to at least check my work a lot better now. I did see some of the wire that I did. I don't know if it was wire that I have made for Creed or what, but this microscope is no joke. Um, there's the remote. It's a remote. It's not the remote for it. It does have a remote, but I was reading the directions and it's like, yeah, the remote don't work when you are in certain menus and stuff. And like right now, it's not working. So I don't. Only one button works, which is autofocus on the remote. Um, yeah, that's exactly what it's for. Trash bag. I can solder, and I can also show new
It's
mods
got
and stuff, which I told y'all when I got back from the fly-in, I'm going to start looking to see if I can't buy something new to review on the channel instead of talk about paramotor all the time because that's all I talk about.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it focuses really quick. I like that. You can set like preset levels. Like if I set this one, I'm going to shake it around, but I'll set this one to P1 and let me intentionally make it out of focus. All right, and I'll set that to P2. So now if I hit the P1 button, it's going to go right back to where it was. And let me push P1. There we go. Whoop, right back to focus. It's like quick. No joke. But you can leave it on autofocus all the time, which works pretty darn good. I mean, if I ever needed to read something, it's like no joke. You can read every little bit of fine. And this print, I can show y'all. This print is pretty darn small. Really? The blue screen,
Mm-hmm.
the print's pretty small. There you go. You can kind of see it. So this is the.
Why does it still say Dire Thing 1 6800 on the screen?
Why I'm blocking my whole view and it's still like, no, you can't. You know what? I'll put it on the microscope. I
Babe.
have the Tom Love microscope. There is a TM4K Flex, which is what I have. And the reason I got the Flex is because it comes with a boom arm so that I can hook the mic. The other one is the Max, which has a bigger screen, but it has a stock flat base. And I didn't want to be like, well, I got a flat base. I can't really move it around or anything. So I got one that, I could actually, where's the, wow. Yeah, I can read anything with this, no problemo.
Are you gonna answer me?
What would you say?
On the main screen, why does it still say Dire Thing 1, Dire Thing 1, Dire Thing 1?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, because what that is anytime somebody wins something on there, it displays it.
Right, except for Dire Thing hasn't
He did earlier.
24 coins. That's not what's up there.
Their thing won 24,000. Maybe it needs refreshed. Where it is it? Coins right there. Let's see if I can refresh that. Refresh. Well, that's it. I mean, I can't change the coding of it.
Hmm.
It should show. So if somebody else wins, it should put it on there. Well, he lost, but we'll see if it does. If it doesn't, go figure.
So we went to a little Italian restaurant before we all left and headed our separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hey Creed.
Read.
It was in an Italian Mexican restaurant. So it had an Italian menu and a Mexican menu. And our little waitress, bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
So she seemed like she was completely lost, like she had just been I don't know, teleported into a restaurant and handed a pen. She had no idea what she was doing. Slade ordered something and asked her if the chimichangas came with 2 or 1. She's like, I don't know, does it? And he's like, you're asking me? I don't know. No. Um, she set Steve's plate down in front of him, and he was like, "Are you sure these are the burritos?" And she's like, "I don't know. Please don't touch it. Hold on, let me go ask." Apparently she was new, but I wanted to ask her, have you ever eaten food before? I paid $16 for a plate of tortellini Alfredo,
Oh,
and it was a normal size dinner plate, a single layer of tortellini with Alfredo sauce on it. Would have been great if it was like a lunch portion for like, I don't know, $7, $8. But for $16, it should have been double
yeah.
that.
I think you
Yeah, it
had
was.
maybe 30 pieces of tortellini on the plate. So she had some sauce and some
And
noodles,
they weren't
and
big
that was it.
ones either. Yeah. Um, so when I went to Costco on the way home, I got a 2-pack of 5 cheese tortellini and like a 1 pound bag of Parmesan Reggiano cheese, so I can make my own Alfredo sauce and have real pasta. Yes. Oh yeah. The he asked if she had margaritas, and she blinked at him and said she had to go ask. Which they had just gotten a margarita the day before. So she comes back and says, "We only have lime margaritas." He's like, "Okay, can I have one?" I mean, what? Most of them are lime. I don't. I don't. She, bless her heart. That's all I can say. I still tipped her. She still got an $8 tip because she was very nice. She just, I'm convinced she was an alien and has never seen food or menu or yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Cloud Chucker. So I put a tank under the microscope just so y'all can see. It's too close. I mean, this is, but I have a remote that I can zoom in and out. I think the only way I can make this work, it's weird because it has multiple outputs on the back of the microscope. It has USB, it has micro HDMI, and then it's got a 5-volt USB output. But I think the tank's rolling away. So I think the problem is I'm only powering it off the USB power from my computer. I don't think that's strong enough to let the remote work. This thing uses 3 amps, and I know a computer does not push out 3 amps.
So
So
y'all are gonna be able to tell him real good that his fucking coils are crooked.
yeah, you'll be able
You'll
to
be
see
able to
how
see it
crooked
all
the
uppy
coils really
closey.
are. Um, Quality of their TP. I didn't go in the bathroom and see how their TP
No, I
was.
made the mistake of not using the bathroom before I left, so I got about halfway home. And I knew there's always a spot as soon as we get off the bridge where I'm like, I should really stop and pee. But I have to like pull into a shopping center parking lot, and I always talk myself out of it. And then by the time I hit the second bridge, I'm like, fuck, I should have stopped. So I'm driving like a bat out of hell trying to get home. You woke up early. Woke up
Whoa.
early.
Man, what is
Yeah.
early for Will? I don't know. Speaking of
Right?
coils, you need to wire to build them. You need
Yeah.
wire to build them, as I remember. I've got wire creed, but now that I can see them better, did you
Mm-hmm.
were you here when I showed the wire on the
I
camera?
don't know if he was.
Let's see if I can get it to focus again. There's the wire. But this is just a strand I had laying around, so who knows? You can see that that one's got maybe I don't know if that's a gap or not, but I'll be able to check all the wire from now on and see how well this freaking microscope is bad to the bone. I know that. Oh man, the barn door opened. Did y'all watch the video yet? I mean, 27 people saw it, I guess. First, you know, it's so weird. If you post a reel or whatever on Facebook, it's like, yeah, your video's already got over 5,000 views. I'm like, how is that even possible? I didn't realize when I
Be-
post on Facebook, it goes to Instagram and all over the
because
place.
when you post a reel, just like when you insist on watching videos at fucking 7:30 in the morning and drive me crazy,
Uh huh.
it just plays one reel right after the other.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I knew that the first video uploaded was only 5 minutes long, so I figured I'll make a short out of it. And then then I was like, oh, that's the wrong aspect ratio, so let me change that. I fixed that. And then I said, well, let me post the video from the other camera where you can actually hear some of what I'm saying and some sound. So that's what I posted today. But yeah, you get to see at the very end after I land, I'm like, oh, I did that whole flight with my zipper open. Is this good content? I zipped up my zipper.
Ah,
It was pretty. And then you get to see a trike flip over at the very end of the video. Somebody was about to take off, even though I had just landed. Okay, we have a common sense rule when we fly. When before you hit the gas to take off, you're supposed to look around your surroundings and make sure nobody's in your way, nobody's going to
it's
be in your
usually a
way.
good idea.
Well, I mean, I know that, but apparently some people don't. But I landed, and then I'm like, well, let me get my trike out of the way so these guys can launch. I'm going to move my trike, and here they come. I'm like, what the hell? So I went faster, and then that guy flipped his trike. But it wasn't because I was in his way. The GoPro doesn't do any justice. He was pretty far away, but still, I was like, damn, dude, you couldn't wait 10 seconds for me to get across the field?
Nope. You needed to hurry up and crash.
Hurry up. Yeah, and then when I did finally get parked, and y'all probably wondering, um, yeah, my 360 cam mount was, I told you it was floppy. You could see me pushing it back up with my foot. I probably cut out some of it, but I had to fix it 2 or 3 times. I'll get it right. I mean, they made everything metal except the stupid thing that tightens it down. It's plastic. They should have made that metal, and then I wouldn't have any problems right now. Was
Why is what?
Will, I gotta show you this just because I'm gonna have to turn my background off. Hold on. Because Will just sent me a picture that's pretty funny, but I want y'all to see something. I clicked the wrong button. Adjust my background and effects. None. There we go. Okay, so I did that whole flight, and when you're flying gaggle, the only thing it shows you is how to get back to your LZ. You know, which direction your LZ was. So I had no idea what pattern I was flying. I'm going to bring up gaggle right now so y'all can see my pattern. It's going to show my last flight.
Yeah, but I looked at a lot of people's flight paths and a lot of people did the same thing.
Yeah, there's my flight
Yeah.
path. I'm just saying that was not intentional. I've known people do it on purpose, but that was not intentional whatsoever. And I'm like, okay.
It's one hell of a flight path, babe.
Yeah. Well, you should see. I should show you. I don't know if I can show Will's picture online, but yeah. He said he's flown with his zipper open before too. Okay, I'll show it. That's the shade. I didn't try to, trash bag. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get struck down for that.
I doubt it. That was shade.
That was the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and that was the shadow from it. Yeah, that's what that was.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know, another cool thing about the microscope is it came with one of those blue mats that that I already had one of, but this one's got actual compartments, and the stand I got from my Coil Master from Creed fits
Mhm.
perfect in one of the slots. I was like, how's that? That's like perfect. It just sits right down in there. So that's
So how come I didn't know about this new toy that you bought?
well, because I told you, and then I wasn't sure I was going to do it, and then now I'm glad because
You
it's.
didn't tell me.
Is that a hair? Oh my God, that microscope shows too much. There's a hair on there. Wow. Oh, all right. This is cat hair too. I'm gonna pull up build cam, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking
Neil.
about. See if I can get my finger over. Right there. There's a hair right there. There's a hair
I
right
mean,
there.
just one.
There's a hair right there.
I
There,
see multiple
yeah,
cat
there's
hairs.
multiple. I'm just saying that's the kind of detail it shows. So you can't get away with nothing. What's up, Neil? It's it's a very good microscope. I'll put it that way, and it's 4K, even though I only broadcast at 1080p. But short hairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's Boots' hair, I'm sure. That's the big black cat. Oh, I turned on the Starlink,
Hello, Bandit.
which I thought we were gonna get close to using and Munchkin stayed on Starlink most of the time when I had it running, and
No, not really, because I didn't fucking know that you even had it turned on for a good bit of time.
well, we use 30 gigs out of 300 gigs.
Hmm.
And it's gonna keep running until like the 7th of next month, or 7th or 8th. And I was like, well, I didn't go without, and I was able to do a live with it, but
Mm-hmm.
don't put my cotton on there. I'll be vaping cat, right? Can't find
I
anyone to
mean, it
weld. Guess I'm going to
wouldn't.
JB weld a pipe inside. Put the brake under the trike bracket. Yeah, welding aluminum is an acquired thing. I don't know. When I did do welding way back in high school, I never welded aluminum. So I couldn't help you there. I don't have the right kind of welder for
I
it.
mean, Slade, to me, that sounds like that would be more sturdy than trying to just weld the brake back together.
You was waiting to see me catch on fire. We did have
It's
the fire pit
entirely
going.
possible. Slade left with some injuries.
Slade got injuries. What happened? I don't.
You didn't hear him hooting and hollering because one of
Oh,
the
I forgot.
coals
Yeah,
went in his shoe?
our fire pit did pop out a little bit of coal that landed inside Slade's shoe and caught his foot on fire. And I was telling him to get up because there was something else going on. And that was the same time the tent decided to blow up. Everything happened at the same damn time. It was like, come on!
It's in my shoe! It's burning me! It's burning me! Steve's yelling at him, get the coal! Get the coal!
Yeah, we're like, get the coal off the carpet. And he's like, no,
Yeah,
it's in my foot.
I'm not really too concerned with the $10 plastic carpets.
What's up, Nick? How you doing? I was showing off my microscope. Ooh, this has got really small writing on there. Let's see if
Which
it can
Nick
pick
is
this
that?
up.
Is that Nick or is that the other Nick?
That would be Nick Justice.
He changed his name again?
Well, he's a big nomad wake type of guy now.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh man, no problem. Not a problem. I'll be able to see. Look, made in China. What do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Designed in Seattle. I love the way they do that. Designed in Seattle, but made in China. Yeah. So here we go. Let's get real with it. Let's put
Tammy.
Chinese writing on there. Can I read that? No.
No, that's.
Oh, that was my.
I mean, it
that's
tells
my
you what it
Creality
says.
filament dryer for 3D print. Because I had to get one because Nick said I needed one. So that's what I got.
Slade, you know what's funny? We were talking about the games that we brought. No, we didn't. That was in the bag that I forgot. I realized that when I got home.
I'm going to, Scott.
Yeah.
If I can't get something new, hopefully by next week, then I'll just build something old on it. But I want to get something new. It also has let me see if I can show you guys. Where's my camera control? let's see here. I don't know if it'll go over that far. It might.
All right, there we
Let's
go. Now
see.
Nick is Nick.
Microscope's right here. I know you can't really see, but it has little lights down at the bottom that point down at whatever you're trying to get it to point at. So there you go. But okay, on the right channel. You sent a text? You sent a text.
I think he was talking to Will.
Oh, okay. So while we didn't get to fly a lot at Spring Wing, still had a good time because we were in good company. And y'all know as well as I do, fly-ins are all about the social thing anyway.
Yeah,
The
kind of
flying
the same
part,
way the vape conventions were.
the flying part is a bonus. If we get to fly, great. If we don't, so be it. But yes, then it rained. There you go. That sounds like a Fly for Gauge thing because I heard y'all got a lot of rain down there at Fly for Gauge.
Now, I will say that my $129 tent, I need to go on Amazon and write a review for that because we went through 2.5 canopies. That tent didn't leak. There was only a little spot of water in there, and that was where something was actually touching the side of the tent. Because we got, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it was that misty drizzle stuff. But there was a couple times where it actually rained, and it was, not like a heavy downpour, but it was not either a light sprinkle. Um, and the inside of the tent was dry. It didn't try to yank it up out of the ground. The rain flies stayed on. I'm impressed with the sturdiness of the $129 tent.
Hush, Vector. So I tried to do something for you guys because, we had that fun show the week before. I made a sticker that said Cooter Scooter, and I was going to put that on the trike, but somehow between home and the fly-in, I lost the sticker. So, and I didn't bring the printer so I could print another one. I was going to put it on there and y'all would have seen it while I was flying. But, darn. Wait, let me see that a little bit closer here. 1,209 feet, 4.4 miles.
And I noticed that the one that we got, the new one that we got, it bent a little bit, so it didn't break. It was bent. Well, when he went to go bend it back, it just fell apart. And to me, what it looked like is, the crossbars that move to fold it up. When they screwed the screw in to connect them, that it snapped the thing in half. Because that wasn't the only spot. They were only held in by the little plastic pieces. So either somebody brought it back because they realized it was broken, and they just sold us a return, or that one was built and fucked up already.
So I assume that 7 right there is actually what the wind is blowing at the time and from which direction, which is pretty cool. I assume the southwest 29 is your speed, but the speed on the right is the actual wind condition from what I can tell. This is just a picture from Gaggle. This is the software that we use, or most of us use, while we're flying, so that we can stay out of
He said
way.
yes, and rain.
I was on another app that actually, I know Gaggle shows it, but I was on some other app and it shows the power lines also. So apparently, more and more apps are adopting the power line thing. Didn't fly at Fly for Gauge, didn't have a motor out, first flight home, so maybe there's a reason I didn't get to fly. Slade, that's a possibility. Sometimes if you just weren't meant to fly, you weren't meant to fly. I've taken signs like that especially if I have multiple failed launches in a row, I'll just say,
Mm-hmm.
you know what, it wasn't meant for me to fly today, and I
Yeah.
won't do it. I'll just pack it
Nick
up.
said y'all were talking last week about the weather showing up on the app, and that's it in blue and red.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it in blue and red. Nice. Yeah. They don't waste no time about updating gaggle stuff. And the good thing is they take suggestions. So if you have a suggestion, it's like, yeah, trust your gut. That's another one there, trash bag.
Oh,
Um,
another thing we got is Steve ordered a little pop-up tent for a shower. So it's just like the one Shane had. Um, so we had the little toilet on one side and the shower in the other. And that little shower, now granted Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was so hot. I did not use the heater when I took a shower.
yeah, we took cold
Um,
showers.
I wouldn't even say the water was cold. It was like lukewarm. Um, that was fine with me. But once it got cold, that heater worked really good. It kept the water warm enough where I was able to take a full shower. It wasn't any of these, oh my God, quick, gotta save water, hop in, hop out. It kept the water warm and it worked really good.
Yeah, I was impressed with the little
Yeah.
shower that we got. It
But that little toilet, that's the best thing you've ever purchased because I'll tell you what, at 2:30 in the morning when I have to get up and pee, just being able to walk out to the tent into another tent is way better than hiking across a football field to go to the bathroom over at the
I agree.
airport.
I agree. And she did use that toilet a lot. I I used it maybe 3 times the entire fly-in. Um, and we only
Number
Slade.
one only.
Okay, Slade sent the picture of us all bundled up when we were freezing outside. And I mean, no joke. I even have on like this blue Tucker Got hoodie, and then Slade's wife's there, and then Munchkin's in the gray. I don't. You know what? Let's put on the microscope, see if it'll show up better, because the other camera don't show it worth a damn.
No, it doesn't.
Holy moly, that looks like that. Y'all are gonna be impressed. Every time I've shown my phone, it sucks when I try to show it. Watch
Yeah.
this. That's from the microscope. That looks damn. You can see the
Yeah.
grains in my screen. What
Right?
the hell? That's crazy good.
Yeah, it was cold.
We were freezing out there, which doesn't make any sense because it was like 90 degrees the day before. So we're out there just trying to stay warm by the fire. Slade's
That's
trying to catch on
Virginia
fire.
weather. Well, I mean, the wind was blowing all the ashes and well, okay, so I think it's because we burned so much wood and the level got so high in there that the wind could actually get in there and whip that stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there were sparks flying all caught poor Wicket's bed on fire. Good thing sh good thing she won't in it.
Oh, did y'all see these pictures of the tent being all torn up? Man, this is so close. Yeah, that's the hole in the top of the tent, just ripped to shreds.
Hmm.
There it was, just flapping away, and then it ended up ripping all the way off. So, um, oh, there's Munchkin trying to keep her hands warm. Seats left for the mod heist. Oh, he's trying to get us to call again. So that was mainly, what is this picture of? Oh, okay. Now Munchkin's got a bunch of video of other
Hmm.
people taking off. She actually got video of me taking off. I can show y'all that real quick.
Hmm.
Oh, the sound's probably not gonna come.
They don't need the sound. There's the sound.
Instead of there's a third camera view.
Why does it look like everything is like sepia toned, like it's from 1970?
um, I I don't know. It's just the way that the microscope does it. It's
Hello,
fine.
Breeze.
Breeze in the house. So yeah, I I was up there yelling for Slade during my fly-in. during my flight, and Slade
Yep.
wasn't even there. I thought I saw his
No, he wasn't.
truck. I was wrong. That was somebody else's truck. Bill, I'll be honest, that was not my best takeoff by any means. If you look at that last video I just posted, you can look down at my mirror the same way I did. It looks like the wing was straight over my head, but what happened, the wing went to the right and I corrected for it. And apparently the wing went back to the left, which I didn't see, which is why it made my wheel come up a little bit when I took off. It wasn't a bad takeoff, but it
I've
was not
seen
my
worse.
best. It wasn't just like a perfect, smooth takeoff. And I was just, honestly, we've been waiting all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday was the only chance I was getting to fly, and I was like ready to get in the air because I haven't flown since last September, so been a long time. You made a hell of a camp, Munchkin. Yeah, we were glamping. We were. Why
I
was the
try.
wind stronger while you were in the air? It was not, Neil. Thursday morning, the wind was only around 5 miles an hour, all the way up to about 1,000 feet. I didn't go any higher than that. I think the highest I went was maybe 1,200 feet, but I didn't go too much higher than that. And that was only over by the bay side. When I came back, I went a lot lower, so that's all that was. But any other time, winds were at the lowest 13 miles an hour, but gusts were 30. And I don't know why they say gusts, because the gusts were constant at 30 all damn day. That's why we got busted up tents and stuff flying all over the place. It was ridiculous how bad that wind was. I've never seen anything like it, except in maybe a hurricane.
Well, thank you, Breeze. Hey, Slade, here is the link for the baklava.
And holding down the brightness. True tone? Yeah,
I mean, Breeze, when the wind wasn't whipping everything around and we didn't have to keep hiding shit. When it rained the first night after the canopy got destroyed, we literally had to put like everything in our tent besides the paramotor and the scooter. Um, the we had everything crammed in there, and we still had room to move around. It was
okay.
a little crowded, but
True tone was not on. Let me see if it still looks like that. Yeah, it's still kind of doing
yes.
the grain
I
effect.
I love our tent. It's very roomy. We can put both cots in there. I've got the nice rugs on the floor, and we got the table for all our snacks, and we've got the other side. We can put all of our bags, and I've got a dirty clothes bag that everything goes in there. So all I got to do when I get home is just dump it directly into the wash machine, which is what I did.
She sure
Um,
did. Just
hmm
dumped it. Dump it.
Yep. Well, I did check pockets first before I dumped it, but yeah, um, just dumped it right in there. So I would say by Sunday morning, I had pretty much everything put away. The clothes were folded, and put away. All the foodstuffs from the cooler were put away. I washed out the cooler. I did a final rinse of the toilet and cleaned that and dried that off so that could be put away.
It looks like a photo from the 80s. And thanks, John Q. That's the nicest thing you've ever said on this
It
channel.
it does, doesn't it, John Q? It look. Oh, yeah, he didn't say the '80s thing, but yeah, that photo does.
I
It
don't
looks like
know.
the sepia tone. I don't hate it. I'm just saying that's what it
I
looks
mean,
like.
it shows pretty good for a phone. There's a lot of options on this microscope that I have. It's all
Hmm.
default right now. So I have to play around with it. Um, it probably is because it's so bright. I can turn the brightness down on those little
DC.
lights and see if that makes a difference too. Wow, I zoomed in on the picture. That's not good. Let's try turning those down and see what happens. It's almost maybe because the autofocus is on.
I don't know.
Is it doing it now? Let's see. Only when the autofocus is on. No, I still see it. And it's weird because when I put my fingers in there, it disrupts it for a second, but then it comes back. I don't know. I'll have to mess with it. It may be because it's trying to focus on it, and it's a flat screen, and it's like I don't know what to focus because there's depth to the picture.
You see my mom yell at him, John Q. Your harness isn't tight enough.
Yeah, the chest harness, okay, and I get why her mom said that. It does look a little loose, but honestly, if it's too tight, you feel like you're cramped up. Well, hello, CDC. Let me make sure I say that. If it's too tight, you can't move very well. I'm not gonna fall out if that's what your mom's worried about. I got 2 leg straps and a waist strap besides the chest one going across. Well, I got 2 going over my shoulders. The chest one, all it's for is to keep it from sliding off your shoulders. That's it.
Well, I mean, people don't know. They don't know how all of that is tied
We
together.
were wondering where the parachute was. What parachute?
There's no parachute. You see, I had my little croc lights on my shoes so I could see. Those were kind of handy too. Not he's got to be up higher in the sky for a parachute.
Oh, if y'all talking
to
about
work.
a reserve, as far as reserve goes, mine would mount on either side of me, on the left or the right. I could also mount one on my waist. Do I have a reserve? No, because they're expensive. Wow. That now I can see the iPhone putting out infrared lights. That's weird. Okay, that's better. So, Kylo Glee was gonna send me a reserve, so I gotta pre WWW. Slade's a trip. He's showing what the tent looked like before it got demolished.
Uh-oh.
That's his. What happened?
Look what Scott just.
Oh, damn, that's our house.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Front door looks a little different because we don't have a window at the top, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. I could
That's
totally
funny.
post that on Facebook and be like, yeah. Wow.
Well, and hey, it added another house behind ours too. That's not there, but yeah.
Yeah, it just wow. That's crazy. AI, man. What
Yeah,
will they
we
do?
know what you meant, John Q.
It won't let me save the image. That's bullcrap. I'm trying to save it, and it's like, nah, you don't need
I'll
to save
save
it.
it.
Oh, there it goes. There we go. I got it. Oh, now it pops up twice. Really? I'm good. That's pretty funny though. Man, if I had that much junk, that yeah. Good thing we're not in the HOA, but that's nuts.
Yeah,
So,
no.
if you're trying to see the tents before they went haywire, this big one, man, look at my fingernail. Back here behind that canopy, that's a 10 by 10 canopy, the white one in front. The one behind that is where we were going to keep all our paramotors and stuff. The mini bike is right there. So that's one of Slade's bikes, e-bikes. My scooter's in the back there. But yeah, and then our 10 is that blue guy back here, and then I had a canopy out in front right there. We had a nice little setup, but the wind had other plans. It was
wind
like,
said no.
You will get struck down by this wind. All the cars her boss gave her. Oh,
He's only given me 2.
$1,200. Oh, he took the house away that was in the back. The
Nah.
jack being in the front yard is pretty accurate. I'm glad that the
Mm,
house number is not our correct house number. That would be
right.
too creepy. The funny part is we do have one car in the driveway like that, but $400, take it.
Right.
It's just nuts. Oops, I typed it wrong, but there. I feel like it's not a tent unless it closes up
It,
and has a
it
floor.
yeah, it's more like I see them advertised as like event tents or the the portable garages. But usually those aren't that color. Those are usually like army green, black, or brown instead of the tan. But it would have been nice had the wind not decided, fuck this canopy.
Okay, this Vector is trying to tell you what kind of tent and stuff to buy right now. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
how he is listening, but when I call his name, he don't hear a damn thing I say. But any other time, he's like, "Oh, you want such and such? Yeah,
Mm.
blah blah blah." I'm like, "Really? We didn't even say anything to you."
He just
Okay,
wants somebody to pay attention
my
to him.
stream is behind. There we go. Um, it's been, you know what's weird? The week that passed was terrible weather, and it's been really nice here ever since.
Oh yeah.
Nice
Ah,
cool weather,
the Great Machipongo Clam
not
Shack.
strong wind. Um, Chipongos.
That's not
So
what that says. That says Machipongo, the
then why
Great
did mine have a
Machipong.
little A with a? Mine's
What?
got a weird symbol. It doesn't say
I
Machipongo.
don't know. It's the Great Machipongo Clam Shack, and
Oh
that food was
wow!
really, really good.
If I put my mouse over it, then it says
Hmm.
Machipongo. But if I move my mouse, it has the little A symbol and a freaking graph like I'm trying to draw something.
I don't see that. That's very strange.
I
Yeah, so there's a
yeah.
restaurant there called the Great Machipongo Clam Shack. It looks on the outside like you're like, I don't know. It was clearly an old McDonald's, but when you go inside, it's very nice in there. They've got a little store where you can buy fresh seafood. They've got it all in coolers. So they've got bay scallops and sea scallops and crab legs and king crab legs and flounder and
Alligator, you name it.
alligator bites. They got all kinds of shit in there. They got t-shirts and maps. Should have got that map of all the shipwrecks. That would have been cool.
I thought we were being fancy when Slade brought deer sausage, and then we go in there and
Hmm.
they got every kind of freaking meat in there I've never tried.
Golden clamshells. I think that's probably a different kind of restaurant, John Q. Would y'all go to a strip club called the Golden Clam? Um, it was the food was actually really good and not super expensive.
Yeah, I think out of the two places we went, the Machipongo's Clam Shack was the better of the two, obviously.
Well, I mean,
Um,
look, there was nothing wrong with my tortellini and Alfredo. It was very good.
yeah, I mean it
It was
tastes
that
great. It's
the
just
Alfredo sauce was made from scratch. That shit didn't come from a jar. It
yeah.
was good. There just wasn't a lot of it.
Hmm.
Um,
I think that I doubt that they ever stay really busy, so you would think they'd want you to come back by giving you a bigger portion instead of
yeah, but
here's
I
just a
mean,
little bit.
okay, so like I'm thinking the options are pretty fucking limited out there because there ain't fuck all out there.
There's more restaurants if you head south just a little bit.
I really
There's some
want
big
to
ones.
go. I need to go look at Google Earth and like zoom in and stuff because we've only gone down the main drag, right? Um,
Yeah.
where do I think about this every time. Where does everybody work that lives out here? I know y'all don't commute from Maryland or to Virginia Beach or Norfolk every fucking day. Where do you work? There's only so many businesses.
Right. Yeah,
I,
there's not a
because
lot.
oh yes,
Man, that spicy chicken
banana
curry,
pudding.
hot buttered chicken,
It
not
was
hot
buttered
buttered
chicken.
chicken. I don't know why I keep saying that, but
Yeah, because you got hot buttered Steve on your brain.
yeah. But that buttered chicken and that banana pudding, man, that was good.
Creed, ego boost, and boobies. Yes, there were bananas in the banana pudding. Um, and Dee Dee was very surprised that we remembered that. And it's like, well, how the hell would you forget that? I mean, it,
She
it's
said
not like
she's not supposed to
bananas.
remember that.
Yeah. We're like, oh, we tell everybody about that. Um, no, but the banana pudding was great. After I ate, I kind of stood around guarding the banana pudding until somebody else broke the seal, and then I swooped in and got me a bowl. But some dude there also made a cherry cobbler, which was fucking delicious.
That cherry
Because
cobbler
that
was
was
good.
nice and warm. That was good. You want to go to the end of your chain and bark. I mean, if you're like a friend of ours, he used to go there and write poetry at the stage, and he used to say that the strippers were his muse and that they all loved him because they called him sweetie and honey. And it's like, I bet you think the girls at Hooters like you too. Um, some guys just don't have self-esteem, and the strip clubs, the girls are real nice to them, make them feel real special, and they get to see boobies. So yeah.
I think strip clubs are like car shows. I mean, you go there, you can see stuff, you can't touch it. Same thing with the car shows. I mean, you're looking at cars,
I'm pretty sure the car shows they'll let you touch them. You can't drive it,
some
but you
cars
can
they
touch
have
them.
roped off. You cannot get
True.
near the car. And you can't ever afford that car, so it's something you can't have. I think it's similar in that respect anyway.
I don't know. I've only been inside of one, and it was during the day during football season, and I know that I had to use the bathroom, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to sit down. I didn't want to touch nothing. Um, Going to sit at the table to order. I didn't. If everything felt sticky and icky and gross, and I was like, yes. But there were no girls dancing at that point in time because I guess they did football and stuff early in the day, and then the girls came out later. But yeah, the whole atmosphere and like I know it's a strip club, but they still got cleaning products. Y'all can like bust out a mop or something because this is nasty.
Well,
Yeah, it was gross.
yeah, you cannot
I
use the
was
remote. And
uncomfortable.
it says, but I'm telling you, I got that remote to work when I first turned it on. So there's
Yeah,
something weird that you have to do to make the remote work while
I
it's
don't
in
know.
USB mode as a
And
webcam.
and there was no major catastrophes while I was gone at work. There were a few things that did not get done, which did not surprise me, but it didn't cause any major headaches for me. Um, yeah, everything seemed to go well. Nobody called me and contacted me until my boss did on Memorial Day. Um, Sheepishly, twice. Apparently he got mad at Ashley. He was like, "Now I gotta call her back and try to undo what I had her do earlier." Um, but yeah, it was even with the heat and the wind
So
and the rain and the cold it was still better than being at work. Not this time, John Q. No, not this time.
I
I'm
mean, it could have.
there.
Um,
There were a couple things that they should have done that they didn't. I did have several of my agents tell me I'm never allowed to leave again. And I said, well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm leaving again in August. You'll be okay. Um, I promise. Um,
you'll
is
be
that
okay.
good that it didn't collapse without me? Yes, because
So
going on vacation usually stresses me the fuck out. So,
Linda, listen. Linda, listen, listen,
Linda,
Linda,
listen,
Linda,
listen.
listen, listen. The word you were looking for is minuscule. Minuscule. I from yesterday. Minuscule. Like Will's wiener. Minuscule. So that's what. Oh, look. Now she was listening. Okay. We were
I mean,
trying to get her to say it, and she just would not do it. I'm like,
I could have
dang.
warned you, Slade. I mean, what'd you think about driving through Norfolk and all the construction? I told Steve before y'all came down that they need to change our state bird to a traffic cone.
I,
Um,
I bet you the tunnel and the bridge was nice to go over, that 17-mile bridge, and you go under multiple tunnels as you're going across it. So you go under the water, then back over the water, then under the water, then back over the water.
yeah, the traffic is a little bit nutty too.
And then apparently,
Mm.
cops on the other side. I did you
Just
notice
like
when
to
we were
fall
coming
asleep and
back? There
yeah,
was
that they had it blocked off.
yeah, but you could see where the guardrail was busted.
No, yeah, the guardrail was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see the skid marks too.
yeah.
Um,
I didn't see the skid marks, but
yeah, they were in the far right travel lane, so he must have fell asleep, hit the guardrail on the right, and then spun around and went ass end into the guardrail on the other side. He is so fucking lucky. So fucking lucky that he didn't go over the edge.
yeah. If he would have went over the edge, it would have been a whole another story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Um,
That's why I roll my window down when I go over the bridge. I don't care if it's 35 fucking degrees or raining. My window will be down when I drive over that bridge, and I don't roll
she
that bitch
makes
up
me
till I
roll
get
my
off of it.
window down when we go over the bridge. So yeah, I get it, and I
Look,
did. I
we
mean,
we watch too many episodes of Adventures with Purpose for to yeah,
Chucky.
fucking Chucky, fucking Chucky.
Oh man, that dude pushes paramotoring to
Have fun, Creed.
a level that we do not need in paramotoring.
Oh, Creed, I have to tell you, somebody was eyeballing my pen the other day.
Yeah, they
Matter of
were.
fact, two people, but yeah, I had somebody was asking about it and everything, and I didn't get a chance. I was going to give her your information, but yeah.
Yeah, they Munchkin showed her
Exactly,
pen, then
Iguana.
I had to show my pen.
Mm-hmm.
Boss wasn't there to show his pen, so
No.
but they really liked them. Tell them I can
Well,
build her one, right?
if I can remember what client it was, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't even remember who it was, but they really liked the pens. They were like, these are beautiful, blah 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 blah
mhm.
blah. And
And John Q, I've got a glass breaker on my keychain too. And Scuba's got one, but it's like laying in the center console. And I'm like, yeah, so if you go over the bridge,
yes,
that ain't
Creed,
gonna
I
be in your
will.
center console anymore. So, but yeah, no, I leave the window down, um, just in
Yes, thin
case,
wire.
because I don't have any phobias. I am slightly claustrophobic. Not that I'll have a panic attack. I just don't like it. Um, I don't like having my arms like held down or my face covered while I'm sleeping. I gotta have my nose out. Um, but I can't imagine being trapped in a car underwater. I no, that would freak me the fuck out. So windows down. The glass cutter also has a seatbelt, or the glass breaker has a seatbelt cutter on it too.
Yeah, it's got both on there. Oh, y'all died. No one got to stroke Will's wiener.
But they got to stroke his wicket.
When they first said that dog's name, I was like, "What? Wicket?" Because I thought it was Cricket. No, not
Yeah, no,
Cricket.
wicket,
It's Wicket.
wicket,
And I'm like,
wicket,
"Okay,
wicket, wicket.
Wicket." And Wicket is a spoiled little dog.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
She's a
don't know?
princess.
Oh,
She's a
come on.
princess.
Wicket was in Tammy's lap the entire time, or 90% of the time, or right up against
Well,
her.
she went to go sniff the horse and was doing the play bow with him, and she got brave and was sniffing the other doggies and stuff.
Okay, it wasn't a horse. It was a Great Dane, but it
For
wasn't.
her, can you imagine the size difference?
Oh yeah, that
He
dog
might as
was
well have been a damn
huge,
Clydesdale.
and it's got a real deep woo woo. The
Yeah.
the bark that comes out of that dog is crazy.
I mean,
Maverick is the
I was trying
Great
to
Dane's
hold my
name.
plate, and he comes up and just standing there. His face is that I like had to hold my plate up here above my head to get it out of the reach of the dog. Just standing up on all four legs. He's a big boy. He's a big dog, but he's very very sweet.
Yes, he's a good dog. He will not go and instigate a fight with any of the other dogs.
No.
Long as your dog is. My computer keeps doing that stupid symbol, and then Vienna sausage, and then if I hover over it, it shows it correct. I don't know why it's doing that.
Is it try? I don't know what your
Even
computer's
when
doing.
Linda typed ha ha
Linda.
ha, it did that, and I'm like, what symbol? Why is it doing that?
Is it trying to like translate something for you? Or?
I guess I didn't click on any buttons.
Y'all, I've been having a craving for pizza because as much junk food as we brought on vacation, the only thing we really ate for dinner is we had the biscuits and gravy for breakfast, and then we had
Biscuits and
deer
gravy.
sausage, and then
Thanks,
we
Bill.
had hamburgers, and then when we went to eat, we had the tortellini alfredo, and then I had, um, uh, fuck, yeah, the shrimp scallops, and ooh, they're fried shrimp. You know when you get fried shrimp at places, they're the little tiny popcorn shrimp. No, these were butterflied shrimp that they just stuck in batter and tossed in the fryer, so they had puffed up really nice. They were delicious. But I want to eat actual food, so yeah, and that's all. Um, so when I
Okay.
went to Costco, I bought French bread pizzas because I've been craving pizza, the tortellini alfredo. Um, and then I got chicken tikka masala since we've already had the butter chicken. Um,
I'm not talking to you, Vector. Do y'all want to see
so I'm gonna get
cricket?
those out all the wicket, not cricket, wicket, and then by
did I say
I would
okay,
say
wicket?
June 15th, going back low carb again.
That's Slade, by the way. And then wicket is in that infrared light is on, so that's what that weird symbol is right there from the microscope. Or the light itself. I don't even know if you can turn that off.
We can't see wicket.
See wicket.
Oh,
Wicket
there's
real
wicket.
good.
Yeah. That would require going to Walmart, Will. I try to avoid Walmart like the plague.
Why is it now? It's just freezing every time I hit play. Yeah, wickets in the bag.
Yes, we do, Creed. And if it, yeah, we do.
That video looked okay as far as picture quality goes. I'm surprised that it can even pick it up off my phone because that's usually something I can't even do on the stream
The
because it
old
looks like crap.
machine that we used to have, when the ice melted, the water would just trickle back down into the reservoir and make more. The one we have now, it's never got to the point where it's melted enough to where it fills with water. It keeps itself pretty cold.
Yeah.
But now, if you're not going to use it for a while, you can just fill up little Ziploc bags and toss them in the freezer.
Yeah.
That way you have lots of crunchy ice.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing to do. Like, if you go through a lot of that nugget ice, just get you some Ziploc bags, let it fill the ice thing up, pour it all in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer. It'll stay just like
Yeah,
that.
what does ours do if it melts? Where does the water go with the new machine?
If it melts, it goes down and gets recycled and pumped back through the machine and makes more ice.
It does in ours?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It will melt. I mean, it really, you
Okay.
don't want to have the ice maker like out in the 90-degree heat. If it's inside your home where it's around 70 degrees, it'll run just fine.
Yeah.
Um, oh, okay, you got that one? Then you're good. Did you already get it, Creed? Because, now the one thing you will need to do, I don't know how often they tell you to do it, but you want to run vinegar through it, well, like a mixture of vinegar and water. Okay, so you already got it. So after a couple months, I would say, you want to run the clean cycle. And what I do is I take that main container, and I'll mix, I'd say 1 part vinegar to 4 parts water, and let it run the cleaning cycle, and I will drain all that out of there, and then I'll do it maybe
Hmm.
one more time, and then I run regular water through it to just flush all the vinegar out. Then I fill it back up with bottled water usually, or my filtered water. Hey,
Hey, Peanut.
Peanut, and then it's fine. Because what'll happen is after a while, those lines and stuff in there build up bacteria. You don't want that moldy stuff in your ice.
Slime.
But the ice itself, I mean, you can see it makes that ice quick. It ain't no
Yeah,
joke.
John Q. I've
And it's
noticed a lot of appliances like that, small appliances, all have bad reviews because, and I'm
nice.
gonna sound really old when I say this, they don't make shit like they used to. From ice makers all the way to washer and dryers, everything is made to be fucking disposable, to where it lasts a couple years, it falls apart, it's too expensive to fix because of all the electronic bells and fucking whistles they have on there, and you end up buying another one.
Yeah.
They don't they don't make the avocado green wash machines anymore that lasted for 40 fucking years. They just don't.
I saw a new ice maker that just came out. I forgot who reviewed it, but it's like whisper quiet. And I like the design of it, but I'm like, I don't need another one. I have one.
Exactly, Linda.
So if I was ever in need of another ice maker, I may go towards that model. But I want to see the reviews. I want to see, how long it lasts, et cetera, et cetera. But it was a good brand, and I can't remember what it is. But it's supposedly really
Yeah,
quiet.
we don't need another one till that one
The
dies.
first one I had was really quiet. This one is, you can hear it when it's making ice, but it's not like annoying.
No,
Um,
no, it's annoying as fuck.
it's
All right.
annoying.
Good night, Creed. It's annoying to me, yes, because it's loud and obnoxious.
See you, Creed. I don't got any problem with it, and it's got a
It
light so you can see
it
your ice.
depends on what we're doing. If we're sitting there playing video games or something and I'm scrolling on TikTok, no, it doesn't bother me. If I'm trying to watch something and listen and all I can hear is in the background, then yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Hmm.
It depends on my tolerance level for the day, on
I
whether I want
brought,
to drop kick it out the front door.
even though we haven't seen Tony or Angela in here in forever, because apparently they're too busy in Vegas for us,
Yes,
but
they do things on Fridays.
they, I took the flight suit with me and didn't even need to use it because it did get cold, but the one morning that I could fly, it was not cold. So
Hmm.
y'all saw I flew in shorts. If I put that flight suit on, I would have been burning up. So,
Yeah, I
um,
bet, Slade.
yeah,
Well, that's why when I went and bought
old
my
stuff
washer
works
and
good.
dryer back in 2017, because before that we got our house, me and my ex-husband, in 1999. I bought the cheapest wash machine and dryer I could. It was an Admiral, just regular old, no bells and whistles at all.
I don't know,
Um,
John Q. I
it
don't
was
know
a
why they hate me.
top loading wash machine, and that was still going strong 17 years later when I moved out. Not one fucking problem with it at all.
So Slade said he's not coming to Soar the Shore because he has to work that week. Likely excuse.
Yes.
But that was a long drive. I do appreciate that he came up, and I can't control the weather, obviously. I mean, everything else about the trip was fine. It's just the weather really sucked. For the one time, the 1 week that we needed it to be good, it was bad,
Mm-hmm.
really bad. So,
So can I finish my story?
yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So 17 years that thing lasted. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Dave's parents are probably trying to get rid of it now. Um, when I got the townhouse, I bought a new washer and dryer. I didn't get one of the front loaders. I still wanted a top loader, but I got the one with no agitator. But it's the digital press button. The dryer is basic as shit, but I didn't even have that for a year and a half before the switch went out on the door. And then after I fixed that, then a fuse blew, and so far those things have been fixed and I haven't had any problems with it. But
We did
and
have
both of those
somebody,
were cheap.
we had, because when we moved in here, they left a washer and dryer that we did not use, and we did offer it up for free. And I think somebody came and got one of them. I don't know about the other one.
No, Mitch's buddy came and hauled them both away.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's like they work. I mean, you can take them if you want to use them, fine. If not, whatever. Just get them out of here. So,
Right.
you air fry everything, Linda? Well, air fryers work good for that.
It was not about slicing up my clothes. That damn agitator always sliced up my fucking hand. I thought about inviting y'all to follow us back to the house. But then I figured, well, I mean, I don't have the extra bedroom. Y'all would have had to share like a twin bed.
Well, we don't have any
Lame.
critters or anything. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes we have ants, but we don't have any bugs or anything in the house, like some hotels do, apparently.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, the ants aren't going to get you. The cats might. But then I figured, what the hell are they going to do here? We're just going to sit around and look at each other. So,
Air fryers are
yeah.
good, and we have like 5 or 6 air fryers here, Harry. We only use one. When you find one that works good, stick with it. That's
I
what
don't
say.
like our air fryer that we got, but it was too damn expensive to get rid of it. No,
John
I didn't
Q.
want John Q. I didn't want to invite them over and then be sitting here going, okay, well now what? This is fun. We might as well have just stayed at the hotel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I mean the house was clean because I cleaned it before we left, so that wasn't an issue. But like
Yeah, but maybe they
all
just
right,
wanted
come
to
on
hang out,
over and watch us unpack.
enjoy each other's company. That's
Yeah.
what they were doing that. And I don't know why I started calling Slade's wife Maggie. I really don't.
He only called her Maggie once.
I know, but it keeps popping up in my head now, and I know it's Tammy, but I said Maggie. Back in your motel room. I thought you were staying with Bill. Bill don't have enough room for you, John. He's got all that space down there.
Look, they are men, folk. They don't do sleepovers.
Why
He
not?
wants to be back in his
Sleepover.
room by himself.
Y'all left at midnight. Damn. Okay.
Damn.
That's why Slade got home so early. He was like, because he didn't get my text until like midday the next day, and he's like, yeah. Because I said we made it safe home. He's like, us too, and I'm like, how in the hell? Okay.
We call her Angela. Angle.
Yeah, Angle.
Angle.
Well, hopefully John and Bill get to fly together. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I got to fly with some of the people at the. It's weird because they were also doing training during the fly-in, but since the weather was so
Well, it's
bad,
kind
they
of hard
really,
to do.
they couldn't do much. They
They
kited a
only
little bit.
did kiting for a little bit, yeah.
But I did see a video they posted. I saw one of the guys' first flight.
Tony and Amelia are my dear friends. No, it's Tommy and Amelia, Junkie.
Still haven't
We still haven't
unpacked the back of
unpacked
the
the
truck.
truck.
Damn, Slade.
The only thing we have left is I need him to take the toilet and the cooler down to the basement. He dried out the tent, but I still had the bag in my car, so I've got to get that out of the car so he can take it back out and fold it the way it's supposed to be and put it in the
Well,
tent bag.
Now, this is the
Okay,
thing.
here's the thing. Bring the tent out. I'll fold it and put it back in the bag
I
because you just
folded
get
it
in the
pretty
way.
good, but it's big to try and get in that little tent bag.
No, it's
Anyways,
fine to get it in the
2
tent
days
bag if you
after we
fold it
got
correctly.
home, it didn't rain a lot. It sprinkled, but that's enough to where I can't pull the tent out and dry it. So I had it just laying wide open in the basement with a blower blowing on it to try and dry it out. So yesterday was sunny. So when I left for work, I just laid the tent out in the yard so it could dry. So by the
No,
time I got
we're not.
home, it was dry.
The tent's fine. The canopy is gone already. Slade took that and they got permission to dump both canopies in the hotel dumpster.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I kept the frame. So if I got a core one, it all depends on whether we have to exchange or refund the other tent. Refund they may not be so happy about. Exchange they probably don't
I'm
care.
fine with an exchange. It's Walmart. I don't think they're going to give us any trouble.
I don't like the legs as much on that one. That one has one click. There is no adjustment. The core has multiple levels you can put it at.
And it also only lasted one season before it dry rotted and ripped to shreds like fucking
That
tissue
part I
paper.
do agree with you.
Yeah.
I want to see if the material lasts better on the new one. I don't know why the core one just 1 year and boom, it was done. It's like, damn, man, I used it once or maybe twice, and then the next year it was rotted out. It's like I had it sealed up, dried it first, sealed it up inside its bag, just turned into dry rotted paper. That's why it ripped so easy with the wind. It didn't even care. And I showed Slade it. You could literally just go to the fabric.
Yeah.
It ripped as easy as a piece of paper. Actually, easier than a piece of paper.
Yeah, I've had paper that didn't tear that easy.
That's what I'm saying. It was even easier than a piece of paper. What's the cheapest place? So the motel across my building, many homeless people live there too. A whole mirage of soccer families rolled in today. Bet the truckers staying there are not too happy. Wow.
I mean, if I was a trucker, I'm assuming soccer families come with children. I don't think I would be very happy to be surrounded by children. You're at the ghetto motel, the first one you came
where
to.
it
It's where I
belongs.
belong.
Not so, John Wayne. Not so.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes when you're in them little side of the road, hole in the wall motels, ain't nobody gonna judge you. Ain't nobody gonna be looking at what you're doing or
All
paying
right.
attention to you.
This is the thing.
As long as it ain't got no bugs, I'm cool.
I'm with Slade though. Yeah, if I go into a hotel, it can be ghetto. That's fine, but it needs to be clean and no bugs. If I go in a hotel room and it's got bugs or bed bugs for that matter, I'm gone. I want my money
Well,
back.
that
I'm going
hotel
to
we
another
went
hotel.
to in Georgia, where I had to
Don't
go
try
to
to
the
put
front
me in
desk
another room because I
and
won't trust any other room in that entire motel.
show them. Yeah, now that's. Are you talking about bugs or bed bugs?
Bed bugs mainly.
Okay.
So if it's in one room, it's probably in another. I would not want to go to another room. I'd be like, no.
Well, no, because bed bugs are nearly impossible to eradicate. That's when they have to
cover the whole house.
Yeah, with a tent and turn on, those jet heaters?
Yeah.
They park that shit in your fucking living room and basically bake your house to kill the bed bugs because they're immune to the poisons.
Yeah. I just don't want to get stabbed.
But when we went to that hotel in Georgia, when I had to go show them my phone and say that the room they gave us was previously occupied, I would like a new one,
that
please.
doesn't make sense, Slade, because he says his feet were black when he walked from the shower to the bed. That means they didn't even clean the floor at all. I mean, vacuuming.
Well, was it hardwood? Was it the laminate or was it carpet? Because a lot of the hotels are switching to laminate, and that should be way easier for them to clean.
If it's laminate, they should have mopped it. If it's a carpet,
right,
and they vacuumed it, it shouldn't be turning your damn feet black. That's the whole thing. It's like, what the hell? It was
It was
laminate.
laminate.
Wow. That means they just did not clean it at
No, it
all.
sounds to me like they probably don't have maids there, and they probably do all the room turning
They
over
looked
by
in there, was like,
themselves.
looks good
Looks
to
clean to
me.
me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Close the door. It's good. Yeah, that don't work. Bill says I
Now,
like my tent.
John Q, I'm betting the fact that they know there's not a whole lot of fucking options out there, so they're like, it's $60 a night, take it or leave it.
Well, I mean, it depends on how close you want to go. Even when John French does stay there, he goes to one of them
He gets an
Airbnbs,
Airbnb, yeah.
but that costs more money. The thing with John though is he will only stay like 2 days out
Hmm.
of the whole fly-in. He may come Friday and Saturday if you're lucky.
Well, I think last
Um,
time, didn't he bring his wife and her girlfriends? So they stayed at the Airbnb
and
doing
he
whatever
only
they
came
do
out there
while
to
he came out.
fly for a couple hours and then he left to
Yeah.
go to the hotel. It's like, dude, you can't even hang out for a little while. He just does not. He's gone, gone.
Some people aren't very social.
I guess. I
My
mean,
social butterfly. My social battery runs out quickly.
Nick doesn't talk a lot on stream, but you get him at a fly-in and Nick will talk. Long as you get him, long as you get him talking. Happy wife. There you
Hmm.
go, Slade.
She went over there and yelled at him.
Wow.
How dare you exist outside? Look, they ain't nothing more annoying than other people's children.
Tommy and
Um,
Amelia are very social.
they are very social. Yeah. Um, I don't, as a general rule, enjoy
I'll be right
children.
back.
Um,
Oh, man.
and it just so happened, and I'm gonna talk shit because I know they're not here. Y'all remember when I told you that them people that showed up that brought their dog that got into our tent and ate our bread, and they were just like, oh yeah, she does that. So as I was coming back from the grocery store, I pull up and Scuba comes out and was like, you're gonna need to move your car and park somewhere else because they want to park here. And I was like, who's they? And then I saw who it was, and I'm like, I ain't fucking moving nowhere. They're not park. I'm not moving where I'm at, so they can park. So I moved my car out of the way so they could back in to their spot, and I could park back where I was. But it was them. Luckily, they didn't bring their fucking kids this time. They did bring that badass dog though. Um, Lily. All we heard the whole time, Lily, Lily, come. Lily, no. Lily, come back here. Lily, no. Lily, come. Because they don't put her on a leash and she does not behave herself at all. She is a menace. And he showed us when we were sitting around the fire pit, he put um, he put a piece of food on her paw and told her to wait, right? And she did until he gave her permission to eat it. So that means the dog can behave. She just chooses not to. Um, but they were there, and he was just as obnoxious as always. I really don't like this man. So then, at one point in time, it was probably 7:30 in the morning. I'm woken up by hearing him cussing up a blue streak. Son of a bitch, they fucking left me. That's bullshit. They fucking left without me. And I'm just laying
He
on my
sounded
cot,
like a 10-year-old.
chuckling to myself, right? So then he goes inside his camper, and you hear this big crash. And then he, son of a bitch, motherfucker, I'm so pissed off, right? And just, you could hear him. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed for him because I'm like, you are with a group of grown ass adults. There are children here as well, but you are surrounded by a group of grown ass adults. Have you heard anybody else behave the way you're acting right now? I'm embarrassed for you. You're acting like a pissed off 14-year-old boy who just had his Xbox controller taken away from him.
That pretty much.
I really, really wanted to say later on when they all came back. His name is
Steve.
Steve.
I don't know his last name, but his name is Steve. Him and his wife, and they usually have a little motorbike they drive around.
In
In
that
a white
little
van.
dog Lily, the menace.
And Lily the dog.
But they came back later, and he was acting all fine. I really, really wanted to holler out, I see you got over your little temper tantrum this morning, but Steve wouldn't let me. No, I want to call you out on your shitty behavior because that was ridiculous. That was fucking ridiculous. I behavior like that, it flips a switch in me that makes me very angry because my ex-husband used to behave like that, where he would just lose his ever-loving shit and act like a fucking child, slamming things around. And I don't fucking like that.
I like that Slade said he got to ride my cooter scooter.
Your cooter. He did. He got to ride the little motorbike too.
So he said the main thing was I got to ride your cooter scooter, Scuba. And then you said he got to ride the motorbike too.
Yeah.
That just adds on to the
Well,
you think he was. That's
the
what he
cooter
was talking-
scooter. Well, the cooter scooter I thought was for the actual scooter, not the motorbike.
No, he rode the cooter scooter for him was the motorbike.
Will, I am the first to admit that I have a very long fuse, but when it blows, and I will absolutely lose my fucking shit. But I don't do it in public because I'm a grown up and I know how to act in public. It was embarrassing. He should be ashamed of himself. And I think somebody should have called him out on it. And it should have been me. Honestly, it really should have. I have no problem. I don't care if the man knows that I don't fucking like him. I really don't care. Change your behavior and maybe that would change. But you, as you are right now, no bueno. And he should be called out. You want to act like a child? You should be treated like a child. Hello, Bootsy. What are you doing, kitten?
You got Boots in there with you?
I got Boots on my lap. The Bootsy Boots.
That's weird because they don't. Wow. Will bet $2 million.
Ooh,
I feel like I did not bet enough. Maintain.
Yeah, he wasn't maintaining a damn thing. He lost his shit.
You know, all right. I'm pretty good with small engines, okay? And I felt so bad. All right.
He's real good at handling small
I don't
things.
know. Really? So I didn't want to interrupt these guys. They had a Predator 3500 generator at the fly-in that they could not get running no matter what they did. They turned that starter over so many times I thought they were going to burn out the starter. And I wanted to go help them, but I was like,
I wouldn't let him.
If I do that, I'll be committed to helping them until it gets running because I won't leave until it's running. But I was like, you know what? They may be one of them guys that are like, no, we got this. So, but after watching them for a couple of hours, try to get it running, I was like, man. But then that was the day we were leaving. Woo, woo, we won. We won. That's what I'm talking about. Cha-ching! So Will got paid $8 million. I didn't want to go, you know how like, okay. Say you see somebody gonna fly a paramotor and you see them do something wrong. And I've talked with Will about this before. Do you go and correct them? Or do you just let them do their thing? Now, if it's something that's life-threatening, I think I would feel the need to go say something. But if it's just something minuscule, There you go, Linda. Then I usually will let it go. Just because some people don't like being told what to do unless it's their instructor or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just let it go. But if they hook in something backwards or something, I'm like, hey, dude, you might not want to do that. And it's the way you approach it. You might not want to do that. Yeah, you clipped in backwards. Just letting you know, and then let it go from there instead of going, man, that's wrong. You can't do that. Blah 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 blah, and being authoritative towards them. You just ease in and say, hey, you clipped in backwards. I just thought I'd let you know. Um, Not trying to tell you how to fly or
I
anything,
mean,
but
I would have no problem correcting people all over the place because that's what I do. But just like telling people about their personalities,
yeah,
some people don't want to hear from you. If they wanted help, they'd ask for help. They don't, I mean,
run up to strangers and tell them they messed up. Well, I mean, like what was it? Soar the Shore. Brian hooked in. It was his first trike flight, and the problem was I wouldn't do that. Is what I'd say.
mm-hmm.
See, now Bill takes the approach of no, I just let people do their own thing.
No, that's not what he meant. He would say, I wouldn't do that. You do you, but I wouldn't do that. He's talking about what he would say to somebody if he saw them fucking up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's weird. I mean, that's the whole thing. Do you say something or do you not?
I guess it depends on how you say it. Like if you came up to somebody and said, "Hey, I noticed you did XYZ. Why did you do it that way?" Because I do it ABC.
No,
And
that's
see,
forcing a whole nother habit. See, if they're trained a
no, it's
certain way.
not because if they tell you, "Oh, I didn't notice I did it that way," or "I don't know because it was easier," it opens up a conversation instead of you coming over there telling them they're wrong. Because they may have reasons. Oh, I was trained that way. Oh, okay, because I was trained to do it this way. And you have a dialogue. You're not telling somebody you fucked up, you're a dumbass.
So Brian, as I was saying, was gonna take his first
You
trike
sure
flight,
you want to do that?
and he had somebody over there helping him, and I was just kind of watching, and they were ready to hit the gas and take off, and I was like, wait a minute, wait, because he literally had his throttle going around the risers onto his hand. So what was going to happen is
And as soon as he took off, it was going to yank
the
that
risers
throttle
were
out of his
going to
hand.
come up and push his throttle cable and yank it out of his hand, and that would have been bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Or worse, it could have pulled his wing. But the good thing was his motor didn't run. Even after I got him set up straight,
Mm-hmm.
his motor wouldn't run right, and it died, and he couldn't get the wing up. But that's besides the point. It's
Well,
just
just like what you said to Dwight about his line guides.
yeah.
That hey, they're in the wrong spot, and I think your
Oh,
lines are
Cloud Chucker,
getting
you trying to make me buy stuff?
are getting caught right here. I wonder if you tried moving them up.
Yeah, I told that to Dwight. Right.
Ideas versus your line guides are in the wrong spot. You need to fix them is different than I wonder if you moved them up a little bit if that would change it. You know what I mean? So it's all dependent on what you say and how you say it.
Well, with Dwight, he doesn't like
Well,
being told what to do. You can tell he's one of those type of people. So
that's because
I
he's an old dude.
I approached it kind of different. I said, well, you have this support on the back of your trike, which is great.
Right,
It
yeah.
keeps your
That's when you holler, "You can't park there," as you drive by.
it kind of helps your cage from flexing. But I said you put your line guides below that. So what's happening is when your lines come up, it's catching on that and throwing your wing off, and that's why you're having. Because he tried to launch, it was a fly for gauge, like
Yes.
6 times in a row. And his damn lines kept catching on that support and throwing his wing and going, he was going sideways. And I was like, those line guides are supposed to be up where the support is. It was one of those just like half moon supports at the top of the cage. So he had his line guides down here. So what happened is, as soon as the line guides come off of that, they hit that and got stuck.
Really?
And then he would bounce all over the place and basically have to abort the launch. So once he moved his line guides up to the bottom of that, then they were caught on that frame and they were able to just lift right up. And he took off the very next try.
Did y'all see her
Did he
sneaking
say
up
thank
here?
you or anything? No.
Like I wasn't gonna notice that she's all up in my face.
Oh, now, Slade, I've said that to myself a million times. And I know somebody else has done it too. When you see somebody being an idiot on the expressway or something and fly by you doing 100 miles an hour, I've said to myself, and I'm guilty of it many times, I'm like, if that son of a gun crashes, I'm going to pull over and laugh at him just because. I'm like, how you feel now, dumbass?
Yeah, I don't want to see him hurt, but I'm gonna laugh at you when you wreck your shit.
Maybe, yeah, you don't want to see them hurt, but if their car gets torn up and they're
I
okay,
mean, maybe a minor injury.
There's no reason to be in that kind of rush.
Well, I mean, that's kind of.
Well, yeah, render aid, of course, Slade. Of course.
I'll call an ambulance while I laugh at you.
But the people that cut you off and then they end up crashing their car or something, it's like karma. It's like, wow.
I like watching the karma videos where people have their dash cams on and see somebody driving through like an idiot and cut a car off and it just happens to be a cop. Those are great. Or the people that shoot down the fucking, what's it called?
I can't wait till Tuesday. We're having a
big
company meeting. We're going to see.
I don't know how we're going to get through that list.
We're probably not going to make it through the whole list, but we get to see who thinks they're supposed to do what, because apparently they just try to, for some reason at our job, everybody thinks it's somebody else's job to do certain things. And I hate taking on more and more responsibility because they fail to do it. Even when, what's her name, was at their lunch meeting today. Did you get the voicemails? I was like, I got one of them so far. The other two I haven't got because I wasn't here. That's when I waited until 2:00.
Right.
And that's when I went and delivered those papers over to the other attorney's office. And when I got back, I was like, yeah, I only got one of them done because it's such. She said, okay, thanks. That doesn't tell me, are you going to do them? Am I going to do them?
Right.
What? But anyways, yeah, I digress.
Well, I don't like the where you've got people that either can't or won't do their job, so it falls to the more competent people. That irritates me. They should not be able to get away with that.
I do not remember this, Will. What are you talking about? Your Stearman flights. Oh, thanks, Cloud Chucker. Freaking, here's a link right here where you can go buy.
Yeah, he said you needed to get it.
It's $74. Really damn, you go light on me, man. Oh, it's freaking Element Vape. Oh, that's a single coil RTA, isn't it? Single coil configuration. All right. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer as far as single coil goes, because if you get a good build on an RTA that's single coil, it's just as good as damn dual coil. So it doesn't really matter to me that much if it's single or dual. Honestly, you save on wire. My cousin's Stearman owner, and his wife just crashed in it, and both are in critical condition. Please keep it. What?
Oh, damn, Will.
Crashed in what? Crashed in it. I'm trying to scroll back to see what Will posted.
What's a steerman?
Do you remember my streaming flights?
Steerman.
Steerman.
Oh, it's a craft. It's airplane.
Wow. Okay, gotcha. That sucks, Will. Sorry to hear that. They're both in critical condition. Damn. I mean, I'm glad that they're alive. Most plane crashes do not end in living anybody. They usually are dead right there. So it's a good thing they're alive. Hopefully they can recover from it. That sucks. You know,
That's always the case, John Q. Somebody's got to try to be the badass
I'm a
and be
big
like, I know this
supporter
road.
of not flying if you don't feel it's safe. I would have never pushed Slade to fly going, yeah, man, you need to get up because the weather is perfect and you can fly right now. Why would you intentionally put somebody in harm's way? If you don't see me flying, then it must not be good.
King Cobra.
So I don't think telling somebody else that you should go fly. You DM'd me.
Schmoot, your claws are very sharp and pointy.
Damn.
They're digging into my skin.
I didn't know Fly the Fort was already going. Well, damn. Was known for acros. He was doing low acro. His lines got tangled. Okay, let me just read this because a guy at the Fly the Fort fly-in yesterday, known for acros, he was doing low acro. His lines got tangled. He crashed. He's supposed to have surgery, maybe paralyzed. They have him sedated. I met him at Torchport fly-in. He's a friend of Joe Adele. So the younger generation of paramotor pilots enjoy pushing the boundaries of paramotor flying, and I get it. Hey, this is my thing, right? I have no desire to show off to anybody. I have nothing to prove to anybody.
Acro is acrobatics, so doing the wing overs or barrel rolls where they're flipping around and doing crazy shit instead of just flying normally.
Now, some guys will do acro, but they go really high up and they have a reserve. That's pretty safe if you do it that way. If you do low acro, you're basically knocking on death's door every time you do that. I don't even enjoy watching it because it scares me half to death. I will not. If I did that, Munchkin would ground my ass. Number one.
Yep, I'd sell your shit before you even got it on
there
the
you
fucking
go.
buckle.
And I am perfectly okay with just flying. I like doing the whole Cadillac cruise when I fly. I have no desire to do acro whatsoever. The most I would ever do is a foot drag. That's about it. I'm not doing any barrel rolls or spirals or anything like that. Nope. I will do a turn to lose altitude, but I'm not like in a hard sat or anything. Oh, wow, that's cool, King Cobra. So one of your mates actually got up on stage and did a comedy routine? That's awesome. That's...
Brave.
I would be scared to death. I could not get up in front of a crowd like that. The only time I've even gave a speech of any nature whatsoever in front of people was my own family at my mother's funeral. And even that got me, well, it got me choked up because it was my mom, but I don't, I'm not good speaking in front of a bunch of people. Now, if it's online like this, it doesn't bother me because y'all are not like, you're not staring right at me, even though you can see me through the video, but it's different. If I'm in the room with people, like if let's have a Scuba's hangout meeting at such and such warehouse. I
Might
don't know if I
not
can
be
do
a
that.
good idea to be on the cock at a funeral, Breeze, but yeah.
Just up, yeah, I could up it. You're right, Breeze. Wait, there was something I was gonna do for Breeze and I forgot what it was.
Give her a t-shirt?
Give her a what?
A t-shirt? Yeah, yeah, John
Oh,
Q.
she wanted a t-shirt. You're
They
right.
wouldn't be able to get him off the stage.
Breeze, I suck. I'm just saying. Damn, I forget everything. I can't remember yesterday that good, let alone anything else. I'm like, what the hell? You did a cut. Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about, Will. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. You know what I like? Seeing people fly those, and I'm not really big on aircraft, so don't knock me down. I know, Will knows a lot about aircraft because he did all the instructor stuff, but is it the bushcraft? I love that those planes can literally take off in like 5 feet. Those things are bad to the bone. It almost seems like they're not even trying. It's like, and it just takes off. It's like, wow. That it even seems quicker than a paramotor. They just take off. But those bush planes with the big old wheels, and they do a lot of stunt shows at the air shows. They do a lot of stunts and stuff. Oh, it's a biplane. Okay, gotcha. That's what a steerman is. Makes sense now. Damn. I can't even imagine. Okay. This is the problem, right? With paramotors, if your engine goes out on a paramotor, you can glide down and still land. A plane's not that way. It needs that forward momentum to be able to come in and land. You can't really just glide down with a plane and land. That's why they have crashes. But I don't know the situation. I don't know how fast they were going. I don't know how high they were. But that truly sucks. Biplanes are such World War I. You know, and that was my first experience ever in a plane was when I was with my dad and my uncle. And my uncle built his plane by hand. And it was just some kind of kid. And I don't know why I agreed to get on the plane and fly up in the sky with him. And we went way up. I think we were at 22,000 feet. I don't remember the exact altitude.
Well, hey, Greg, how you doing?
Greg,
You found us.
after years of trying,
I mean,
you
we
didn't
could have
try
just
that
given
hard,
you the
Greg.
link, bro. Will, is it John and Deborah?
Man, Greg finally made it. Just like I made it to fly up for gauge. I was always in fly up for gauge. So, anyways, my dad, I was in the back seat of this plane. My uncle was flying. My dad was in the passenger or the co-pilot seat. And the door came open on the plane, which was, I don't even know if my dad had on a seatbelt. I don't think he did. He did manage to close the door, but that was some scary crap. Besides
I've
the time
had the
that I
door
found
fly open in my mom's car going around the corner. I don't know. I don't
on
know
a
if I could.
car. Wow.
Yeah, I'd shit myself if the fucking airplane door flew open. That's not good.
I now understand why my mom freaked out.
Not yet, King Cobra.
When I was
We'll
little,
probably
you
do
know
that
how we
tomorrow.
used to ride in the back window of a car because it was so old.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad had his gun under the seat of the car. I got a hold of my dad's gun and managed to fire a bullet through the floorboard of the car. At which point my dad immediately pulled over and my mom came and grabbed me and I was like, why are you hugging me so tight? What is going on here?
You made sure you were okay, and then she probably whooped your ass, because I know I would have.
She,
You all right? Good. And then I would have punched you in the face.
not yet, King Cobra. Munchkin's gonna do that. I'm gonna watch her. Munchkin's good with stuff like that. I am the worst take it backer ever. I don't care whatever she has to do. I will help and I will go grab the new replacement tent. And we will not be putting it down in any kind of wind like that again, because it will just tear it up. But honestly, we've never had that kind of wind in the 4 or 5 years I've been putting down tents. They've been fine, but this was crazy wind, man.
Yeah, that canopy was just not having it.
I don't think anything could have held up to that unless it was solid 4-inch steel, maybe.
Well, I mean,
But the canopy would have still ripped.
Exactly.
Your brother would hang out the door with the camera. Damn, John Q. What the hell? The Tin of Doom. You know, I really do. I'm going to look at the early bird, like you showed, Cloud Chucker, but I'm going to look around because that one's kind of expensive. I don't want to jump right in and buy an expensive RTA. I do want to get something I can build on the microscope, which it's in a perfect spot. I like where it's at. I got to figure out how I want to adjust the rest of my desk. I also need to get a micro HDMI or mini HDMI to regular HDMI to run over to my computer so that I can hook the USB power into this so that the damn remote will work while I'm broadcasting, because it doesn't work correctly just plugged into my PC. That's not enough power. Munchkin's just gonna storm in there. It's fucked. Refund now.
No, that's not how you do things. It's I know how to. I know how I want people talk to me if they have a problem. So I'm just gonna say, hey, we bought this while we were on vacation over on the Eastern Shore. We set it up, and it looks like it's already broken. So I'm wondering if we can exchange it for a new one. And here's the receipt.
See how chipper she is? I'd be like, y'all got some bullshit up in here.
Yeah.
That's just how
I mean, it's not homegirl's fault that's working there. It's not like she was like, nah, it's broken. Bundle that shit up and resell it. I'm not. Yeah. No.
Well, Cloud Chucker,
there's no reason to have an attitude.
I don't mind paying more money. Like, even with the
King
fatality.
Cobra, it was him and Slade. They both got real pitchy. I mean, when you got fire flying at you, you tend to. But yeah, all that screeching going on was Slade and Scuba. It's in my shoe! It's in my shoe!
I was like, we were both high-pitched squealing.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. I don't know why Slade tried to catch on fire the same time our tent was blowing away.
How dare he?
I'm like, hey, I know you're on fire, but the tent's getting demolished right now, and I haven't even had it 2 hours.
Tent is new. You're old. We can fix you later. Come on.
We'll fix Slade later.
Yeah.
There's a coal in my hay dudes. It's like, what's on fire, man? I was like, whatever, Slade. I didn't see it. You couldn't see the coal because it
He's
fell
like,
down.
yeah, whatever.
Inside.
You're not on fire. You're fine.
Then he sent a picture. He's like, look, there's a hole in my sock.
And I got blisters.
There's a snake in my boot. Which I did post a picture of that black rat snake that the first day we got there.
Wouldn't let me hold him.
Munchkins,
Rude.
come here, I just want to hold you and love you. I'm like, just leave that damn snake alone.
Yeah, he's all, no, don't, like it's fucking venomous or something, and it's like it's a fucking rat snake,
That was his name, Venomous.
Venomoose.
Venomous.
I think it's funny that when Steve ran across him later, he was peeking out from underneath my car, like, where is she? Is she gone? And then he made a break for the woods real quick.
Very good, Vaping saying. You knew exactly what I was talking about. There's a snake
Yeah.
in my boot from Woody, Toy Story. Which I
And
just saw
you
they're
got a
making a
tick.
Toy Story 5. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, that's what I was doing, John Q, was sitting upwind. But, yeah, and you got a tick. You hope you can still eat meat. I haven't heard of any cases of people around here getting that. I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to look
Yeah,
it up.
you'll know, Slade, if you got that, because if you eat
And
any red
it's
meat,
only red meat.
it's weird though. Why does it make you not be able to eat red meat? It's just such a weird thing to get.
It's because it's something that changes it. Alpha gal syndrome, um, is from the Lone Star tick.
I thought it was a black racer, but
So
was a
it
black rat snake. That was cool.
yeah
Looked a good. It was a
it
good size. It was at least 6 feet long. At least.
so what it says is alpha gal is a sugar molecule found in most mammals but not humans. If a tick, commonly the Lone Star tick, bites you, it can transfer the molecule into your body that triggers your immune system to treat alpha gal as a threat. Um, so
Wow.
yeah.
Could you imagine your body trying to fight off red meat? That would
Oh, well,
Slade
wait
would
a minute.
be
So it says
pissed.
if you have alpha gal syndrome, your immune system overreacts when you consume or come into contact with mammalian byproducts. So you may need to avoid beef, pork, lamb, venison, rabbit, etc., milk, cheese, butter, and ice cream, other hidden ingredients, including gelatin, certain medications, and even cosmetics. So
Damn.
yeah, it's not just red meat. It's earth thing.
That's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know how Slade got a tick, but I didn't.
Good night, Cloud Chucker.
And I got what, like 4 or 5 ticks one year. But that's because I went out in the wheat looking for somebody's GoPro. That
Well, you
deserved to
also
get
went out there looking for
ticks.
your damn
But
keys.
we Slade
No,
and I didn't
that's
even go in the
prosciutto,
woods
junkie.
or anything to catch a tick, so I don't know. I
I
don't
think
like
what you're
ticks.
thinking of is Mosquito, the wine.
I don't like
We're
ticks either.
just gonna go with that. I did do a brief tick check. I didn't see anything.
I have no ticks. I have checked everywhere, no ticks. Thank goodness. Yeah, I saw your post about the black flies, Linda. The vampire flies they got apparently.
Yeah, we call them horse flies around here. Them big ass motherfuckers will bite the shit out of you.
Yeah, they
Now,
will.
I remember there used to be horse flies a lot more when I was little. You know, when you go to the pool and them big motherfuckers would just hover over the water waiting for you to stick your head out so they could land on you and bite the shit out of you. Um, there was lots of
Racist flies.
gnats. Lots of gnats at the fly-in, which was crazy considering how windy it was, but they were all up in my damn
The
face.
huge chainsaw. I like the way Slade thinks. That was a huge chainsaw. That little big fucking chainsaw.
Gigantic.
It's like a 6-inch chainsaw. Yeah, but we cut up some firewood with that bitch, didn't we?
And I have discovered that I've always known that there's something in certain soaps that I'm allergic to that leaves little tiny blisters on the top of my hands.
Oh,
So
don't remind me of the bot
I
flies.
assumed that it was like the vitamin E and antibacterial soaps. So I decided to buy some Skin So Soft instead of bug spray because I heard that mosquitoes don't like it.
Oh no.
Well, apparently my skin doesn't like it either. So my back, my shoulders, my chest, everything broke out in them little itty bitty tiny blisters. You can't see them, but I can feel them, and they itch like fucking crazy.
For
It's
Munchkin,
finally
it should be
starting to
called
stop itching.
Skin So Bumpy because when she
Skin
put
so
that
itchy.
stuff on, she's got little bumps like all over her arms, everywhere that she put Skin So Soft.
Look at this
terrible.
tiniest. Oh yes, the flower petal soap. I thought that stuff worked great. I was looking for some cheap girly camping stuff, and I found these little packages of soap. So it looks like they created like a sheet of soap and then stamped it out with little flower petals. So you needed like 2 petals in your hand, and you just get it wet, and it just lathered up really good. Yeah, it's soft after I scratch off the top 3 layers of my skin. Um, I'm disappointed though, because I didn't used to have any issues with that. I didn't think that it would make me break out in little itchies. It was soft. It just felt like Braille.
So it wasn't so soft.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to get off here, guys. I hope everybody has an excellent weekend. And for all the flyers out there, y'all make sure
Is
y'all
it 10
stay
o'clock
safe.
already?
Yeah, it's past 10.
Damn.
I know, right? It's like crazy. Make sure if y'all haven't seen the video of me doing my flight, pick one. I got 3 videos of the same flight, all from different perspectives.
Enjoy yourself, Slade. Don't have too much fun.
Yeah. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Y'all stay
This
safe
skin
out there.
cell
We will be
rosacea.
back on next week.
Yep.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Adios.
Bye, everybody.